Hey guys, welcome back to OverLand. My name is Chad, and today we're going to be actually hitting the road. As you may have seen in the last video, if you subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff, we are back on the road. So I am at least back on the road. Michelle's got a black belt ceremony for one of her friends down in the Dells, Oregon. So our first stop is the Dells, Oregon, and then it's off to Colorado from there, and then we're going to be going to Illinois for a wedding, and then it's off to someplace after that. Don't know yet. Probably going to end up in Asheville, North Carolina for Thanksgiving. So anyways, why don't you guys come on along? Well, good morning. We spent a nice peaceful night here in the parking lot of the Discovery Center down here in the Dalles in Oregon. And now we're going to go wander around the building and check things out. We're just walking up here. The Discovery Center is literally right there. And then you notice the trail is just kind of like an outdoor walking trail. And they had a fire burn right up. Right up to the edge. That's a little bit better of a shot right there. You can see those trees right here got all cooked. The walkway in the Discovery Center. Wow, that had to make people nervous. It looks like it did actually come all the way across, jump the thing, because that's burned and there's the building right there. So it got a little crispy over here. Whoa, they got close. So let's keep going on this little trail. Oh, that bench didn't make it. No swimming. No smoking.
So the smoking out in the woods gets bad.
All right, we're saying goodbye to Michelle. She's heading to California, and we're off heading towards Colorado.
I'm going to Olympia.
Well, she's going to Olympia. If you're anybody at work. Just want to point out how gorgeous some of these hillsides are driving through here in the Dells, right along the railroad tracks, right along the Columbia River. It is freaking gorgeous out here. All this basalt cliffs, gorgeous. We're actually doing pretty good on fuel mileage. We're not pulling the Jeep, so we're getting about almost a full half mile to the gallon better. So coming down, we were hitting 7.25 miles to the gallon. So did pretty good. We'll see how we do when we get all the way to Colorado. We'll see what the final numbers are. We're cutting it a little close here, boys. 261 miles on that tank. That's not very good gas mileage. Yikes. Actually, no. It's going to be more than that. Huh. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, that was a quick 187 bucks worth of fuel, and we're back on the road. Nice thing is we're only going across the river over the Weiser sand dunes. Bad thing is that is a 50-mile drive. We got to go all the way down to Weiser and then all the way back up. So, see when we get there. Well, and here we are, as promised, Weiser sand dunes. Of course, we're looking directly into the sun, but directly over there, that's the truck stop we just filled up at 50 miles ago. But yeah, all of this is just wide open sand dunes down below. It's pretty freaking cool. There's a nice level spot down at the end of the parking lot. I think we're going to camp there tonight. Well, and here we are. Can't really tell on camera, but they dunes go back that way along the Snake River. They go a little bit further that way, but not much. We're kind of got the whole place to ourselves. This is pretty freaking cool. Anyways, I'm gonna go inside and cook some dinner. We'll see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning from the Weiser Sand Dunes. We're gonna go ahead and fire up the truck and probably head over to Nampa, hit the Planet Fatness there, see if we can get rid of some of this. And yeah, let's go ahead. Let's hit the road. Looking good though. Beautiful night here. A little brisk. Yeah, a little brisk this morning. So, but I got my workout gear on, so let's go hit the gym. All right, let's hit the road. I don't think I can latch the cabinets. I gotta go check real quick. I'll be right back. Yep, I did. Okay. Mental struggle is real, kids. Mental struggle is real. Weiser Sand Dunes. You drive into the sun going in at night, you drive into the sun going out in the morning. Wow, some sun, had some wind blowing into last night. That was good. Yeah, so here's the rest of the sand dunes over here. Ooh, that's a little soft on that side. Yeah, buddy. Not huge, but it is interesting. Apparently the vibrations cause you guys to get all crooked. So, let's help you out there, don't we? There you go. Back up, we hit the gym. Okay, there we go. We got one workout down. So I don't know. Planet Fatness may be, some people may downplay it a little bit, but hey, man, I'm just grateful to have a place to work out pretty much anywhere in the United States. So, cheers to that. Anyways, I'm going to take a shower and we're going to get back on the road. Well, lo and behold, we're here at the Juniper rest area again. So, we're going to hang out here with the trucks for the night, and I will jump in the back and do some last minute editing and some more work, and then I will see you guys in the morning. It's a frosty morning, cold start. There we go. Okay, first stop is Ogden, Utah, just north of Salt Lake City, so we can get into the Planet Fatness there and get a workout in. Let's hit the road. Well, at least we have a nice sunrise here to kind of start our day out. Of course, we're driving into the sunrise, which will be entertaining. So, anyway, we're still about 80 miles outside of Ogden. On the road. That's the first time I've ever seen that. It's a good thing ours fits in a parking space. See, we fit in a parking space. Take the whole damn thing up, but we fit. We're heading east on Interstate 80 now. Coming out of Utah, gonna head into Wyoming. And I didn't change clothes or take a shower after working out at Planet Fitness in Ogden, so just grabbed a protein shake and beat the road. It's peanut buttery, boys. Yeah, that's a little thick. We got a few miles to go, so got another 100 miles. We'll get fuel. Then we'll figure out where we're going to stop for the night. See if there's anything cool along the way. Might stop by Little America. That's kind of an interesting little store out in the middle of Wyoming. There's two of them. So anyway, on the road. Well, there we go. We scrolled in. It's going to be a good one. Well, there we go. We wheeled in last night kind of late into Estes Park here at my folks' house. So we're going to pick them up. They're going to load their RV, and then they're going to follow me out to the wedding in Syracuse in Illinois. Yeah, Illinois. Just west of Chicago. So we're going to go meet some family. My cousin's kid's getting married. It's right up there with things that make you feel old. But anyway, all the little projects are never done. Our little temporary 3D printed hook is finally given up the ghost. So we're going to go ahead and reprint another set. Not doing too bad. Got 100 so we're only using like 130 watts with the 3D printer. So that's not too bad. And there we go. 4 hours later, we got ourselves some new brackets and a couple of laptop mounts. Now I just got to clean them up. There we go. Hold my keyboard. This is what it's like working on your mom's car, you know. You end up with an audience. A big dude over there too. Holy smokes. He's just messing that tree up. We're starting to get into rut season, so I don't want to hang out with them too much. Well, guys, we were getting ready to connect the car, and I noticed something. That's cracking. So we're going to, pull this guy off. We're going to actually tow with this. It's a really bad improper angle, but it's kind of the only choice we have. Well, that angle ain't pretty, but at least she'll hold. So we'll have to wait for a week or so until we get out to Steve's out in Louisville, Kentucky, and we can weld that back together. So, whew. All right, let's hit the road. Well, look who decided to join us for the first leg of the trip with our folks. So Sky's gonna join us. She's gonna probably ride with Grandma and Grandpa after we hit the first gas station though. On to brush. Looks like we got climbers in the canyon today. I'm gonna try this 360 video and we'll see if I can edit it later. So if you're seeing this video and hearing my voice, that means I figured out how to edit this stupid video. Welcome to the narrows of Highway 34 Canyon. This is where twisty, turny snot. This guy's back there playing us a tune on the guitar. Always wonder why it's out of tune. It's got collar grabs on it. Stretch the strings out. Oh well. That's why it has integrated tuning. And like 2x-ear. Man, this wind is just throwing us around in here. We got 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts blasting through here. Or at least that's what the weather report said it was going to be. But it is just, we get into a corner and it just slings our back end around a little bit. See a couple rocks coming down today. Those were not here last night when I came up the canyon. Go. Now we're heading out the bottom of the Highway 34 narrows, and we're going to just pass the dam store that's on the left-hand side here. It's a little tourist information walk tower thing. You can climb up the tower, but the stairs are super sketchy, or at least they were the last time I went up them. But, all right, let's get back on the road. So we just rolled into, from eastern Colorado into Nebraska, and we're on US 34, so we're not on a main highway, which is, you got to get off the interstate and check out some of these back roads. You know, we're right along the railroad tracks off to our left. We watched a train come through earlier this morning. But this is the side of the country you want to actually check out. It's so cool. Pretty country-ish, but also pretty flat. And there's where we stayed last night, right across the street from the train tracks. So we had about a half dozen trains come through last night, and there's an intersection right over here that, so they're blowing their whistles. So, not a good night's sleep. So we stayed last night at the Harold Warp Pioneer Village. We got in late enough last night that we didn't have time to go through the museum, so we're gonna check today.
Look at that.
Yeah, kind of in the, oh man, they got a lot of cool stuff here. Okay, we'll follow the arrows. We go from wagons to automobiles over there. So we'll check out some of this stuff here. Holy smokes. Oh, that is cool. It's like a little train car. God, you can see how much that thing has been used. Dang.
Until you realize, yeah, your dad being born in, what was it, 1908? Here's 1908, and then,
Oh, horseless carriage. That thing is just impressive. Wow, that is cool. Just yeah, we're all in the 1900s to 1920s along this road. So this is a 1910 Stanley steamer. Look at all these friggin' controls. You got valves and gigas and gizmos and freaking, you gotta be It's like learning to play an instrument to drive this car.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's got like a little like acetylene torch style for lighting the burners or something. I have no idea what that's for. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the danger cart. You got a lever to lower the spinning wheel onto the ground.
Shit.
Where?
That motor is inside the wheel. It drives the wheel around it, and they have this lever over here that just lowers it down to the ground to go. That's pretty cool. Do you want to talk about a classy car? 1937 Knoll. It's got pop-up headlights.
Yeah.
Four-door, super bullet streamline. This is way ahead of its time. Huh. Wow, that is wild. Actually didn't even know Lincoln's had a Greyhound hood ornament back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, that's kind of wild. You got a
Look at
Pierce
those
arrow
lights.
right next to it. Yeah, those lights are huge. U.S. Mail, route number 2. Had a little freaking, it's almost like a camper. It's got a little potbelly stove. Reflection. There it is. Now you can see it. The original Overlander. Oh my God, look at that little stove in there. That is so cool. Huh. Whole other room full of train cars, street cars, and airplane engines. That is incredibly insane. There's so much to see here. This is only one building out of 25. They even have boats on here. It's crazy. Little scooter, and this is just wild. Farming equipment, airplanes hanging from the ceiling, firefighting equipment. They got a little bit of everything in this place. There's some of the outbuildings.
Huh?
There is so much. It's like farm machinery, and these buildings are huge.
Yeah, that's,
I know, it's just
that's
insane.
amazing.
It's like you don't even know what the heck half this stuff is pulled by like freaking 40 oxen.
It's got a picture of all the horses.
Yeah, a big old steam tractor.
Oh my.
That is just amazing.
You wouldn't want to get that caught in the mud.
Yeah. I had one of these when I was a kid at the island.
But,
Polaris Voyager. Well, 3 hours in and we've basically run out of time. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm not going to show you everything. If you're in the area and you want to see a lot of cool old stuff, from snowmobiles to tractors to combines to farm equipment to all kinds of motor cars, you should come check this place out. It's Harold Warp's Pioneer Village in Minden, Nebraska. So on to the next stop. Well, we got Sky hanging out in the kids park. Here's the orchard. Not a bad little spot for the night.
Cute little spot.
This is why I will never shuck corn again. 3 minutes in the microwave. You get a little bit of water on it. Cut the end off. Grab the end. Just squeeze it out. Oops, missed some. All the soap comes right with it. Boom.
Whoa.
Never shuck corn again. Well, there we go. We're saying goodbye to the orchard. That was the Dittmar's Family Farm and Orchard. That place is really cool. Got some amazing donuts out of that place. Okay. Let's hit the road. Next stop, pick up some fuel, and then it's on to Iowa City. Well, we boondocked last night outside the Highlander Hotel here. Got it on Harvest Host. A bit of highway noises, as you can hear, but it was comfortable. Parking lot's nice and level. Kind of hung out by the trees over here. So, met the owner, real nice dude. Actually lives in a really nice Provost RV out back of the hotel. So, yeah, they're doing a lot of work on this place. Anyway, let's jump on the road. We've got an hour to go for our next stop. Chilling here at the Lavender Crest Winery. Right in their parking lot. Got the bed put back up. And we got an entire field of birds just chitter chattering away. Boosh. It's crazy how many birds are out there. That's cool. Morning, Sky. Hey, hold up. You need a collar. Yeah, Sky. Oh, there you go. Yeah, here we are. Sycamore RV Resort. Kind of a cool little place. Spots are right on top of each other, so it is combat camping, but oh well, these things happen. Got the folks right next to us, so we got a nice open spot in between us. Yeah. And we got Sky doing Sky things. Well, we're heading out of Sycamore, Illinois. Had the wedding, Cole and Gabby. If you're watching this, congratulations, and I hope you guys have a wonderful life together. So, on that, we're going to head off to Air Museum next, over in Indiana, I think. I don't know, somewhere east of us. Anyway, on to the next stop. Well, you're probably not going to be able to hear a single thing. So there we are, parked down at the end of the parking lot of the Grissom Air Museum. So, with all the traffic and freaking time change, they close at 4 o'clock and it is now 4:11. So, well, I guess we will see it tomorrow at 10. Isn't that pretty cool when you can just look out your door and the whole freaking air show sitting here? Ah, the life of living in a truck. This is all torn apart because about 4 o'clock in the morning I heard a pop and the water pump started cycling water. So I was like, what the heck is going on? And now that when I run it, the water pump sounds terrible. So I've been looking around. So I crawled underneath the bed. So I had the bed down, pulled the ladder up, crawled underneath there all the way in the back, opened everything up, looking for water leaks, and then the pump shut off. And I'm like, what the heck's going on? There's no leaks, can't find anything. This morning I start looking again and I see a little drip of water right down here. And I'm like, what in the heck is this? You can see water right there. Well, it's leaking, as you can just see from the drip right there, out of the freaking UV sterilizer. Okay, I got that swapped out. It wasn't broken. It was just the O-ring pushed up a little bit and was leaking. Just tiny bit. But man, that pump sounds terrible when you run it. It's building pressure though, so it seems to be working now. I don't get it. It's so weird. Well, I'll order another one just in case. But yikes, what a pain in the butt. Maybe replace that freaking. But I distinctively heard a pop. It was like a ping, and then the pump started running. So I don't know if we've lost maybe the pressure bladder. No. Huh. It's Ooh, yeah, actually, that might be it. Because it's turning on instantly. So maybe we lost the pressure vessel. Huh. Well, we'll order one of those. Throw some parts at it. That's what you do when you haven't slept very well. Okay, you know this thing bladder's busted when you go to test the pressure and water comes out. Okay, let's get that thing swapped. Well, boys, we waited until 10 o'clock this morning. We're still parked right over there. And came got our tickets, and Sky and I are going to wander around this beautiful little chunk of property. Kind of got to zoom way out in order to get all this stuff, man. F84F. Wow. So yeah, F84F back there. Not this, I'm pointing at. I don't know if you guys can hear this over the wind noise, but that's Passionate Paulette. For anybody who's seen the movie Catch-22, you'll know exactly what this plane is. For a puppy dog that's afraid of heights, she did pretty good crawling up all by herself. There we go. Pretty cool. If you guys get the chance, come on out. You're doing good, monkey. Well, and there we go. Got a little tour of the Grisham Air Museum. This guy managed to conquer her fear of heights and make it up the tower. Made it up the old tower back there. See, it's back there. So if you're ever down here just north of Indianapolis, come on and check out the Grisham Air Museum. It's worth the tour. Well, Supervisor Sky has removed it and started angle grinding the pieces off, so yeah, we can see how freaking deep these cracks go. That right there and right there was all that was keeping the Jeep on. Got this all cleaned up. This is the back side of it. You can see the crack runs all the way through. Actually runs all the way out to here. There's another hairline crack that runs through here. And then over here, there's a crack all the way through. That one runs all the way out to right there. So that little chunk of metal, 1/4 inch there, and about 2 inches right here, was all that was holding our Jeep on. So yeah, that was all seconds from disaster. I'm gonna use that cutoff wheel, groove this out so we can get a good penetration in that, put some angle iron on either side, and then another piece of angle iron on the back on here so that we can come up, come out, and then we'll drill a hole through there, drill a hole in the bumper, and mount it that way. Yikes. Oh my god, dude. We just hammered this thing straight, and you can see how much those cracks are just opening right up. That is just unbelievable. This thing was like milliseconds away from disaster. Kind of makes you sick to your stomach. Okay, so we've updated. So we got some more structural integrity there. Also over the plate on the back. Put a hole through it, and we'll mount that on the bottom of the bumper there. Right in there. So we got an 8mm bolt. We're gonna jam in there because that's what we have available to us. But it sure ain't pretty, but it should hold. God. Ugly ass welded angle iron down there. Well, there we go. That's about as good as it's gonna get on this trip. We'll probably replace this with something else. I don't know. That'll work. Well, and that's what it looks like when you drop the oil filter next to the freaking drain pan. Son of a bitch. Well, we're gonna say goodbye to Steve's place here and head on to Brewery for the next stop. Say goodbye to our possibly next truck. Just saying. Depends. We'd have to get a decent price for our rig in order to be able to pull that off, because that is way more expensive than everything I've got. So anyways, we're gonna hit the road, go to a brewery, and then after the brewery we've got a steam railroad museum, so we're gonna go check that out. So anyways, let's jump on the road. Tonight's place where we're camping is the West 6 Brewery Farm. So, kind of a cool little place so far. I already had one of their ciders when I first pulled in. It was delicious. So go have a beer and some food. Got my buzzer for my food, got my beer, got my dog, got a great view. This place is cool. And I'm gonna use this opportunity in between the, oh, music's coming back on the radio. Smell up there. Is that my burrito? Chicken burrito. Oh, I know, you're so good. It almost looks like a picture. You're just sitting so quietly waiting for that burrito. Hey, no, that's mine. You just wait. I like that you can be, bars back there. You can grab a beer. This guy made me a hand warmer. And then they got little walking trails and a disc golf course, and they got a little meeting area and a catch and release fishing pond that is very, very dry. But anyway, pretty freaking cool place. So that's West 6 Brewing in Lexington, Kentucky. Their beer is pretty good too. They've got a apple cinnamon cider that was phenomenal. I mean, I'm gonna see if they've got some of that to go. So probably take some of that back to the truck. Anyways, I'm gonna go walk around. I'll see if there's anything else that's cool. There is, I'll show you. I didn't get very far. There's the little pond I just showed you. But like for example, here's like the disc golf pitch, hole 18. It's a par 3, 487 feet. But I can't even see where that mitt, or whatever the catch, whatever the hell the thing is called. I don't even see it. So yeah, these guys have a whole trail system set up, which is pretty cool. This guy and I just wandered around the disc golf section. It's interesting. Well, we're here at the CSX Transportation Rent-A-Car Repair Facility, apparently. The museum I expected to be staying at tonight is over there. As you can see, we're parked in the parking lot. The sign on the door is flashing open. There's 2 cars in the driveway, but the doors are locked, so I don't know. I don't see a whole lot of repaired steam engines. So, I see a lot of heavy iron just sitting around, but I don't know, guys. I'm gonna head back to the truck, do a little Google, and see what's going on. Okay, that was a bit of a bust, so Sky is just gonna sit in the parking lot under silent protest. I just gotta say, it is beautiful. We're driving down 76 in Kentucky here, and well, now we're in a little valley. Coming over that last ridge, seeing the smoke, just the mist coming over the mountains, and all the color changes of fall. It is a beautiful country out here. You ever guys get, when you guys get the chance to get out and just drive around the country, I mean, just do it. It is gorgeous. That's right, boys. We're at the home of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Harlan Sanders Cafe Museum. It's the birthplace of Kentucky Fried Chicken here in Corbin, Kentucky. So let's go down and check this place out. yes, he created a 3-handed clock so he knew to pull the pot off at 9 minutes after it was put on. Yeah, this guy's enjoying her chicken nuggets and french fries, so she approves of the Colonel's recipe. Kind of missed one there, monkey. Hey. There you go. Too good. Okay. Did you wipe your face? Yeah, wipe your face. There you go. Okay. Should we hit the road? Let's hit the road. So we just topped off here at Love's. We got about 2 more hours before we hit the Natural Tunnel State Park, and we're going to be staying for the next 3 days over at the Lover's Leap campground. We had a little bit of a scare there when we were leaving Colonel Sanders, home of Colonel Sanders KFC there. I shut the truck down thinking we'd be there long enough for the engine to cool down. When the engine's hot, like around 200 degrees, if it gets above like 196, the starter doesn't want to engage because it's got a it's got a thermal disconnect on it. So that was triggered, and we were sitting right at 192 when we got back in the truck after touring. So walked Sky around for about 10 more minutes and then got back in the truck and the thing fired right up. So, hate that part. So we're gonna probably figure out if there's a way to get around that thermal disconnect. Anyways, let's hit the road. What do you think, Sky?
Did you like your stuff? Yeah. Oh, sick and tired. Tired puppy.
Turns out Natural Tunnel State Park has more restored rail cars than the Steam Museum. Alrighty. Well, let's go down and check out the bottom of this thing. There's supposed to be a way. Supposed to be a way we can get down and actually look down to the platform to get into the tunnel. You don't actually go inside the tunnel, but well, apparently during the summer they have a chairlift that runs on the weekends. Today's Monday. No, today's Tuesday. It ran Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but it was raining yesterday, so they didn't run the chairlift. Appears to be nice and short, so we'll go wander down it. So here's the first little spot. There's a little walkway up here. Oof, gotta zoom out. This is kind of wild. Little walkway up to Nowheresville. Right down to the railroad tracks. Tunnel on that side. Natural tunnel over there. Let's go down to the finish this out and go down to the boardwalk. Like here's the bottom of the chairlift. Not filming much because the everything is super saturated and the leaves are slipperier than hell. It's one of those situations where it kind of takes your mind a little bit to wrap around this sheer size of it, because there's the railroad tracks and the railroad tunnel on the other side, and you have this pretty deep chasm just naturally cut in the rock, and this massive hole. Let's go check it out. Well, camera doesn't do it justice, one of those situations, but must be lit up at night or something. I see lamps all the way back there, but they're off. Don't look up. The pinnacle above you is a legendary Lover's Leap of Native American Indian lore. The name refers to a legend about a Cherokee maiden and a Shawnee warrior who fell in love and wanted to marry. Even though both tribes claim this area as hunting grounds, laws forbid the marriage between the tribes. Forced to abandon their dream, the young lovers met in the black of night and climbed to this pinnacle. The next morning, the sun rose above the mountains. The lovers leapt to their death in the hopes of being united into the afterlife. Stupid kids. Well, apparently the top of Lover's Leap had a tree come down on it. Here's that pinnacle point we were just looking at. They head her off down in there. Look at that. So we're about 2.5 miles away from the natural cave. Foop. Right down there. Beautiful area. Fall colors are pretty gorgeous. Whew. Damn. All right, let's keep marching on. What do you think, Sky? Just keep going? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Well, we finally did it. We made a pizza in the convection oven.
After eating our mediocre frozen pizza, and yes, Sky got most of it, we headed south out of Virginia, towards my brother's house near Asheville, North Carolina, where Michelle was scheduled to fly in for Thanksgiving and to join me on a leisurely drive back to Washington. But more on that in a minute. Yes, and that gate I just backed through was 8 foot 6 inches wide.
Anytime you kind of wonder, like from the hurricane, how high the water was, that's the waste paper recycling center over there. Yeah, that's a picnic table on their roof. Yikes. Yikes. That's crazy. Street cone. Yeah, when you want to know how powerful the water was. Anybody need your files? Freaking filing cabinet jammed up in there.
A little birdie told me a special order had shown up for me back in Louisville, Kentucky. So I took Sky in on the couch at the Pear Tree Cabin and took a little ride in the car.
This is what happens when Steve leaves town without any supervision. I kind of come over, steal a trailer and some tires. Thanks, Steve.
With my 700-mile clandestine road trip out of the way, I spent the rest of November enjoying the time with friends and family. I got to witness nature's wonder of the northern lights, and my nephew learned why you stay upwind when raking leaves. With Thanksgiving winding down, Michelle got the news it required her to be back in Washington by December 3rd. So with 5 days to drive 2,800 miles through road closures and blizzard conditions, we kicked off our journey bright and early on what is known in the U.S. as Black Friday. I have to give it to the hardy folks that live in South Dakota. We hit negative 10 degrees Fahrenheit with sustained 25-mile-an-hour winds, which gave us a wind chill of negative 29 degrees Fahrenheit. Or for those of you who are not in America, that's a balmy negative 34 degrees Celsius.
Miracle, this is my view. I get good shot there, everything else is just covered. Nice little blizzard. Well, got a little bit of ice going on here. I'm carrying twice the amount of weight now that this trailer is rated at. Yikes. Well, if you guys want to talk about thermal conductivity and how freaking absolutely cold it is outside. Yeah. That's ice. It is well below freezing outside. It's a bad sign when you have to warm up your protein shake in order to drink it. The thing is frozen. I left it in the cab last night. It froze solid. Yeah, we're coming out of Wyoming, heading back to Washington. We got about 980 miles to go. We've been pushing about 900 miles a day, so I think we'll be able to get back to Washington today. But got a little bit of a late start. Had a rough start of the truck. It was negative 10 degrees with a wind chill. So I think we're probably negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit. And she did not want to start, so I had to put the battery tender on the batteries to get him warmed back up enough to actually provide enough juice to give it a second attempt, and it fired right up. So Yikes. Yeah. So negative 10 degrees is about its, well, negative 20 is about its, I think about its max without a block heater. So I think we're going to go ahead and put a block heater in, or a glycol line heater. So we got some projects to do once we get back to Washington.
Well, if you've made it this far in the video, I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season, and may you have a happy new year. I want to say thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Okay. Anybody need a drink of water? Like my weep holes are friggin' plugged in the car. That's a lot of water. Like my whole door is full. Oh my god. Yeah, still going. So, what'd you do today? Well, I was driving around and I heard this sloshing. And, yeah, just kind of decided to pop the trim panel and see if there was maybe some water in my door. And sure enough, that weep hole and this weep hole look like they're either just plugged up or something's going on. But yeah, that's a fair amount of water. Window still rolls up and down though, so we're good there.